Let's start with the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. When a once-in-a-generation player like Caitlin Clark arrives, she doesn't just help a team win games, she rewrites the rules of survival for everyone around her. And if you're not ready for that, your minutes disappear. Your role shrinks. Your career quietly fades. This isn't about vibes or locker room feelings anymore. This is about speed, endurance, spacing, and cold reality. The game instantly shifts from slow, half-court grinding to a non-stop sprint where every possession feels like a fast break. So here's the hook you need to hear. In the Caitlin Clark era, you either evolve immediately, or you become irrelevant faster than you ever thought possible. And while most of the league is still arguing about money, two players on the Indiana Fever already figured out the real playbook, and it's ruthless, smart, and incredibly profitable. Now let's talk about Sophie Cunningham, because what she just did this offseason tells you everything about how serious this new era really is. For years, Sophie built her identity as the tough one, the enforcer, the tone setter, the player who absorbed contact, set brutal screens, and protected her teammates when things got physical. At around 165 pounds, she was built for old-school WNBA basketball. But here's the moment that changes everything. Sophie realized that body type is a liability in a Caitlin Clark offense. That's the hook. Because this system doesn't reward standing still. It rewards speed, constant movement, endless transition runs. And Sophie made a shocking decision. She dropped nearly 16 pounds. Let that sink in. A professional athlete, already in elite shape, intentionally stripping her body down to survive a faster game. That's not vanity. That's strategy. She's coming off a knee injury, and every extra pound means more force on that joint when you're stopping, starting, and sprinting all night. She didn't wait to get exposed. She adapted early. And that decision alone might extend her career by years.
As she is recovering from her season-ending knee injury, Cunningham shared that she underwent a major change this offseason. Previously listed at 165 pounds, revealed that she is now down to 148.5 pounds.
But here's where it gets even more interesting, and this is where people miss the real chess move. Sophie didn't just lose weight to stay healthy. She did it to become deadly in transition. Because when Caitlin Clark grabs the ball, defenses panic. They don't even have time to set up. And if you're a wing who leaks out 1 second faster than your defender, you're basically guaranteed a perfect pass for an easy bucket. But only if you can run. Sophie watched the tape. She saw Clark get leaner herself. She remembered what happened to Aaliyah Boston early last season, coming in heavier, struggling with the pace, looking exhausted until her conditioning caught up. Sophie said, "Not me." She skipped the adjustment phase completely. She optimized her cardio. She leaned out. And now she's coming back as a faster, more mobile shooter who already hit 43% from three. That's terrifying for defenses. And it's exactly why she made that sacrifice. But physical evolution is only half the battle, and this is where things get tense. Because the Indiana Fever just brought in a new head coach, Stephanie White, and coaching decisions can either unlock the system or completely sabotage it. Here's the hook. What happens if politics get involved? What if veteran preferences start outweighing basketball logic? There's a real risk that a slower, isolation-heavy style sneaks back into the rotation. And that's where Lexi Hull becomes the most important piece on the board. Lexi is the prototype every modern offense dreams of. She defends non-stop. She doesn't need the ball. She spaces the floor. She runs like her life depends on it. And when Lexi shares the court with Clark and Cunningham, the offense becomes almost impossible to guard. This shouldn't be a debate. Lexi Hull has to start. Not because fans say so. Because the math demands it. You don't build a high-speed system and then slow it down to protect egos.
The decision to cut down on weight, because she know Caitlin Clark has cut down on weight. Caitlin Clark got rid of all that The Rock and Fast 5 muscle. She's back to Iowa skinny CC. You know what that means?
And if that wasn't enough, Lexi Hull might have made the smartest move of the entire offseason without even touching a basketball. While most role players wait and hope for endorsements that never come, Lexi looked at the situation differently. She realized something huge. Attention is currency. And playing next to Caitlin Clark gives you unlimited exposure. So instead of begging for a Nike deal or hoping for a Gatorade call, she built her own lane. Lexi is launching a direct-to-consumer cosmetics brand called Fora, designed specifically for high-performance athletes. And this is where the genius kicks in. Most brands fail because ads are insanely expensive. But Lexi doesn't need ads. Every game, every tunnel walk, every post on social media puts her in front of millions of eyeballs. That's free marketing. That's the Caitlin Clark halo effect in action. She didn't fight it. She monetized it. And here's the hard truth that might make some people uncomfortable. The players who refuse to adapt, who complain about touches, who resent the new era instead of...
This sidebar, Stephanie White, Lexi Hull better be a starter this year. She better be a starter this year. Don't try what you pulled last year, starting Dewana Bonners and all.
Learning it are running out of time. The league is getting faster, younger, smarter, and more business savvy. In a few years, the ones who didn't evolve won't be arguing about contracts anymore. They'll be gone. Meanwhile, Sophie Cunningham rebuilt her body to survive the pace. Lexi Hull locked in her role and built a business that could outlast her playing career. They didn't resist the Caitlin Clark economy. They leveraged it aggressively. And that's what real survival looks like in modern professional sports. So now the question comes back to you. Was Sophie's weight loss the exact biological adjustment needed for this offense, or did she give up part of what made her dangerous? Does Lexi Hull absolutely need to start for this system to reach its ceiling, or will locker room politics interfere? And is Lexi's new business proof that smart role players can build serious wealth just by aligning with a generational superstar? Drop your real, unfiltered take below. If you want real strategy, real business insight, and no mainstream fluff, hit subscribe, smash like, and turn on notifications, because this channel breaks down the reality behind the headlines.
Off-season, Hull has also been building her off-court profile. Now, this is a part of the Caitlin Clark effect. Make no mistake about it. We've seen Sophie Cunningham in Nash and Arby's commercials.